Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Welcome one, welcome all. It's Bose 831 Gaming live on Wednesday night. I'm on Farming Simulator 22 on the ELM Creek farm. And again, this is Bose 831 Gaming going live on Wednesday night. Welcome, welcome all. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, evening, night, or whatever it may be, wherever you're at around the world. Yeah, and I just want to start off this evening, first of all, by thanking you for your support. I finally got around to getting my first subscriber, which is incredibly awesome, and on YouTube, and I have to get back with you on the subscriber's name, which is already kind of embarrassing on my part, but I will look that up in just a second and make sure to officially thank that subscriber by name in just a bit. But getting on to other things we need to get into tonight. You know, when you're trying to grow a channel, it starts small. It's like one small step for mankind, and one small step for this channel. So getting that first subscriber locked in is always awesome. I hope that they are able to tune in and continue to check out my channel, and as I continue to provide content, and hopefully that'll be just the beginning as we continue to grow and get even larger. But let's see here if I could find that information real quick. And as I get more accustomed to what I'm doing here, I actually come in with a script and write a few things down and have a schedule and a plan of attack, so to speak. But I've always been the kind of type of guy that likes to play it by ear in a lot of scenarios and situations when it comes to certain things. But I definitely kind of sit down and kind of plan stuff out a little bit more. But anyway, here we are, Wednesday night. Let's get into it. I'm here on ELM Creek, and we're basically going to pick up right from where we left off on our last stream. As soon as I can wrap my brain around exactly where we were at. All right. We had just finished harvesting corn. Off camera, I went ahead and did all the activity I needed to do to take care of my animals. So all the animals are good to go. I think we're finished with everything we need to do today. Yeah, the corn has been harvested. This field is indicating that it needs plowing. That's something I still got to do some research on as far as precision farming is concerned. Because I'm still not sure, like when the field indicates that it needs plowing, because I know your environmental score would take a big hit if you use a regular plow, but if you use a direct drill plow, your environmental score would take a much smaller hit. But what I'm concerned with, or what I don't have enough information on at the moment yet, is when the field is in this red needs plowing state, what will reset that state outside of a regular plow. I don't know if the direct drill plows will reset the field from that state, and if so, will the hit I take on my crop production, oh dang, tongue twister, my crop production, that is, be bigger than the hit I take on using on my environmental score and those bonuses versus using a regular plow or a direct drill plow. I haven't done any that much testing on that off camera. It's kind of just something I just kind of ran across because I haven't been doing that much experimentation, with crop cycles and harvesting and all that stuff since I've installed precision farming, at least with some of with your regular crops. And especially once it rotates around to the harvesting state. Because corn is one of those crops that you have to harvest it. I mean, not harvest, excuse me. You have to plow after each harvest. But what I need to kind of figure out here really quickly is what type of plowing do I need to do in order to reset that state and get me where I need to be so I can get the next crop down, whether I put corn here again or something else as we move forward to the next cycle. And I think I'm also going to run into that issue on my sugarcane field as well, because I know in Farming Simulator 19 the sugarcane grows back automatically, but I did do some testing off camera on this same map just to kind of test that out to see if that such was the case here in Farming Simulator 22. And I cycled through the days, and I think it says in the helper's text, if I'm not mistaken, let's go check that out real quick, that the sugarcane is supposed to grow back, but my sugarcane did not grow back automatically. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. But I did test it off camera, at least went through one whole cycle, and it did not grow back. So I don't know if there's an issue with precision farming there or something else going on, but that most certainly didn't happen. All right, here we are. It says right here, it says sugarcane regrows, tillage is nearly unnecessary. If you play with periodic plowing required, the ground must be aerated after 3 harvests to secure a full yield. The best results are achieved with a subsoiler like a Kuhn DC401, but a plow will be sufficient as well. After loosening the ground, you can plant new stalks of sugarcane. Okay. So what does that all mean? Okay, because it's saying in one breath that tillage is unnecessary, but it's also saying that you still have to plow and then plant new stalks of sugarcane. So if I'm reading that correctly and understanding that correctly, it's the same deal like with the corn, in that you still have to plow after you harvest, and then you got to come back with the planter and plant again, similar to with corn. So if I'm reading and understanding this correctly, this is the same for both corn and sugarcane, in that you have to plow after you harvest and then come back with a planter, at least for sugarcane. And I think you have to do the same thing with the corn. And let's see, what is this Kuhn? I don't want to get flagged on YouTube for saying that word, because with these automatic systems that YouTube has, it might flag that word. So we'll just say the KHUN brand, a Kun. Let's pronounce it that way. But you'll know what I'm talking about when I pronounce it that way, so that we don't get in trouble. We'll just call it Kun. Still works that way. And okay, and now I lost my train of thoughts. Let's go back here, and what was that? DC 401, was it? Yeah, DC 401. So let's go here. Yeah, I was in the right menu. And let's just look it up by brand, and it'll be easier to find it that way probably. So we'll go down to that brand. And again, we're going to just, for sake of not getting gigged on saying bad words, we'll just say Kun. Even though we know that I don't believe that's how it's pronounced, but somebody here that's from the country that this equipment originates from could probably correct me on that. All right, so he was referring, the help text was referring to the DC 401, which is only 4 meters. And I wonder if I do it with a subsoiler, will I take a bigger hit than just using my other plow that I already own, the Subsoiler 6MT. Shucky ducky. Decisions. All right. So I got to think about that a little bit here while we're, moving on to the next thing. All right, the grass on this field. We're in October. Well, I think this grass is in its second state. It looks like it's taller than the surrounding grass. I can't see. Sometimes it's hard to tell because meadow grass has the flowers in it when it's fully grown, but the grass in your field, I'm still not good at determining whether it's in state 1 or state 2 visually. I think it's in state 2, so I can go ahead and harvest this grass, I believe, and I shouldn't take any yield hits because we're already in the second growth state. Alright, now let's go over here and take a look at my other fields real quick, because alright, get over here. The horses are doing some other stuff. What's going on here? We need to put some lime down on this field, but otherwise we're okay here. I can't plant oat yet, I don't believe, because we're not at that point on the crop calendar. No, we won't be able to plant oat until March. But I still need to go ahead and do my weed control and all of that good stuff, because you can see here, actually it's not showing it now, but just keep a, why is that saying pH value okay? No, actually, so the lime is okay on this field, so I don't need the lime yet. So what was I picking up just a second ago? I don't know. Alright. Yeah, so I do need to plow. I just got to figure out what's the best way to plow so that I don't take that hit. Alright. Gotta think about that now. But there's no rush because we won't be able to plant sugarcane again until March as well. We won't be able to plant corn again until April. We're kind of in that time of the year where I'm really just going through the lean months and just going to be doing yard work for all of these months until we get back to a month where I can do some planting and harvesting, or mostly planting and other field work. What else we got going on here? Because what's going on with 42? What am I doing over here? I think 42, did we already get the wheat down over here? Alright. Yeah, we got the wheat down on this one, but we're definitely going to need to come through this field with a weeder. And it's already saying that now, weed growing weeder. So, let's actually, we can go, what's the growth state on the weed on this field, on my wheat field? It is 42. What growth stage is the weed in? It is, I guess we need to hide the mulch so we can see it, huh? I don't know, okay, it's not showing me. And I turned these rolling off because I'm not really concerned with rolling. It's the impact on everything is just not that great, and I still don't have a read really now with precision farming how that works for precision farming. I've read online in some cases that you have to do it right after harvest for it to kind of work correctly, but the jury's still out on that. I really have no idea. We may give that a go next time we do a harvest, just for amusement purposes, just to see, but I'm not so sure. Alright, so anywho, we're going to go ahead and cycle to the next day and hop on over to the farmhouse and then check everything out and see what's going on and kind of take it from there. And I wish I can harvest grass tomorrow, because the grass is going to be there no matter what now. Alright. So we sleep to first day in November. And one thing I did forget to check in October, whoopsie daisy, was going back to my prices and just kind of taking a peek at if we had any productions that we could have maxed out on selling. Egg shipping. Oh yeah, that's all right. We got that. The eggs going into production. Wool is, what month do we sell wool? Yeah, not till, oops. Getting the fat finger on the buttons. Milk is September, and we're in. All right. And really just looking what's up in November. So let's just go. What products are hot in November that we currently produce? Bread is, we'll need to take a peek at bread in December. Cake in September. Butter is in September. What peaks in November? Canola oil is actually kind of peaking now. Do we have any canola oil? So we can definitely do canola oil. Grape juice is January. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, wow. So we could sell solid fertilizer in January and digestate in January, same deal. But I make more money turning that digestate into solid fertilizer. So let's go now to my production chains and take a peek at what we got with our. And right now, I don't think we have any oil production going. We do have grape juice. I gotta be mindful of that. Raisins is just kind of in storage right now, right? Until we get all the other elements going for cereal production. Yeah. All right, so let's go down here to my logistics warehouse and see what we got going on again. All right. Sugar is still bottlenecked. We know what's going on there. Strawberries bottlenecked. We know what's going on there. So we got canola oil. So if we go over here to the storage and take a look at canola oil. Okay. Oh, actually looking in the wrong section. Outgoing products is where we want to be. And we got 21,785 liters of canola oil. So we can sell canola oil if we want to. So let's go back, because I got to figure out how to facilitate that. How do we get that out of the exactly, how do we get that out of the warehouse? Confucius say, I'm confused. Yeah, this is my first time really dealing with this particular dilemma. Alright, so let's go over to the logistics warehouse here and take a look. And when dealing, this is one of those things where dealing with an autoload trailer may be a disadvantage. That's why I want to make sure I keep that dumping those in the production chain. But I want to make sure I keep the trigger of this autoload trailer from activating, so I don't want it too close to the warehouse per se, because I need to kind of pick what I want to load into this trailer. And I just gotta figure out how do I do that. All right. So we wanna. I guess we're going. Is it here? So how do we get stuff out of here? Alright. Because what's depicted is not what I need to get at. So how do I get... Alright, so if I take these out of the way, will something else pop into place? Alright, that's bread. But I don't want the bread, I want... Alright. And I know I'm probably totally doing this wrong, so how do we do it? That's your butter. No, this just got to be an easier way. This is not going to work for me. Alright, just thinking out loud here. How do we get... No, no, no. Yeah, because that bread's just popping right back in there. Alright. So I still have to figure out how exactly do I use this warehouse to do what I need to do, as far as like specifically when I come back in here and I want to just take out a specific product. How do I do that on console? Because if we got multiple productions here, but only a certain subgroup of them are displayed on screen, how do you get to the ones that are not displayed? That is the $1,000,000 question right now. And had I known that, I probably would have tested some of this stuff on off screen, but I didn't. That how this whole situation works hadn't even crossed my mind. Alright, so we're gonna figure this one. Okay, that's just popping right back in there, isn't it? And it's not even stacking, like it's popping back in and stacking the same way. Yep. Alright. I'm in terrible need of some understanding. Because we can't just sit here and drag out every piece of bread that's in storage. That will be insane. And that actually... Okay, I don't know why the game is making me do this Superman bit right here. Okay. Not sure what I need to do here. Is there like... Alright. This trailer let me... When I come in with a trailer, would I get an option to pick what product I want to load? How does that work? Alright, open the doors. And does it give you an option on what you want to load or unload or something? Nope, I'm taking on bread. Nope. Hey. All right. Mm. Yeah, how sunflower canola oil in here, but how do we get it out? Do we have to unload everything that's in here that's being stored before we can get to it? Mm-hmm. All right, bread is storing, cake. If wool is set to selling, why is it even sitting here like it's being stored? I'm also confused by that. All right. I guess this is just leftover wool that I never sold. All right, so if we move that around, all right. And we're definitely, all right. We're still getting bread here. And the trailer is maxed out, obviously. It's not gonna hold everything that this storage will hold. It's a good thing we do have liftable pallets right now with what I'm trying to get figured out here. All right. So, and here we go again. I don't understand why that's happening. In that particular spot, when I'm carrying something, it's lifting me up in the air for no logical reason. All right. Let's just drag all these bread pallets off to the side until we can kind of get a handle on what's happening here. And this is about to be a hot mess. Why did that one not finish doing whatever it's doing, but I'm still getting full pallets of bread popping in? I'm straight confused now. And here we have, this is butter, right? Why is butter here? Yeah, we have a bread problem. Guess I should have did some testing with this as well before I committed to putting it in the game, because I'm a little bit puzzled as to what is occurring. All right. Butter. That is butter, right? Yeah. Butter is going into a certain, into my cake production chain, so why it's being stored here visually, I don't know. All right. I'm just trying to understand what this thing does and doesn't do. So do I need to just focus on just a singular Alright, yeah, because bread's getting crazy here. And we got another butter coming in. What the? HE double hockey sticks. And you. Alright. Now we're just all bread popping in. This is insane, brother. Alright. So I need a ginormous autoload trailer, I think, for this bread stuff until I can get it out of there and make my way to the canola. Is that what I'm seeing here? Alright. We're certainly going to have to find out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's see if I can go ahead and unload this right now. Alright. Close that. And we need to kind of think outside the box for a moment. Alright. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go to trailers. And we need a large autoload trailer. And so this is the largest one I think we have on console at the moment, but we're going to lease that. And then we want to go to back out and go to miscellaneous. And that TLX pup trailer works with the other TLX autoload trailers, the X2 trailers. I just want to make sure that I'm not 100% on if this one does wool or not. Do we see wool? Yeah, okay, wool is on there. And configuration on real capacity. Lease. So we got to go all into the Unreal right now. So just trying to figure out how to manage this whole logistics warehouse situation. Okay. Because I don't know what I was thinking on how I was going to operate, but I just never really thought about it that much. But I guess I should have been thinking about it. Alright. So we're going to take this Unreal Capacity auto-load trailer and try to load as much bread into it as we can. And this is just going to be so crazy. Because I don't know how many liters of bread we got stored in here. Well, actually I do. Let's go take a look. Like, bread. Oh, we still got 20,000 liters in there. Plus another, I don't know how many liters out here. Activate auto load. Yeah. And let's just load up as much bread as we can on here and see what, I guess, pops out. Literally. If you don't load, that clip. Alright. So here we go, boys and girls. It's about to get interesting. Back in there and load all this. And we got another 20,000 liters of bread in there. So let's see how much of this we can eat. And then see what happens from there. Hey, how you doing? All right, all right. Cool. Okay. And unloading that one. Excuse me, loading that one. Still trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. And they'll just keep popping in and we'll just keep loading them up and see if we in theory can get what I'm trying to do here. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to get all this back in there. Either that or just go ahead and sell it for whatever price it is now. I didn't check the number before we even started this whole process to see what my total liters of bread I had stored in there when we were product. Alright, just had it. Get up there. And of course he jumps right over it. Dude. There's no... Alright. How can I get up there? Cause every time I jump this way, it goes right over. There we go. Alright, pick up the cake. Toss the cake. Oh. Pick up the cake. Toss the cake. So now that we have to go through this whole ordeal again, but just with cake. Let's see. That's another 15,000 liters. And wait a minute. Sunflower oil. I thought I saw canola oil. You mean did I just do all this for nothing? Oh, outgoing. Ah, yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, still same. There's no canola oil. I thought I saw canola oil. Billion. Oh, I have it set to selling. So I did just do all of this for nothing. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. That was well done. Yep. I just did all that for nothing. I do believe. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Well, tonight's stream is off to a smashing start. So this is something I may end up cleaning up off camera. Alright, turn back over. So I need to put all this bread back into the warehouse. Now let's see if it'll let me back up over the trigger and unload it. The easy way. Maybe not, but this way works as well. In fact, if I kind of angle it just right, I think we can get them all in there. Okay, what are you talking about? Not enough space to unload. What am I missing? Alright. Building storage. Bridge should have plenty of space, yes. Still 49,000 liters. Alright. And we'll just keep you out for right now because I may need you for different purposes later. Oops, wrong button. We'll disconnect that trailer. I don't need it right at the moment. So we don't have any canola oil to sell right at the moment. So all of that was just a kind of quick lesson in how to use and not to use the pallet storage and logistics warehouse on console. Okay. Now, getting back to the other problem we were talking about at the start of the show, let's go over to... Alright, what do we want to address first? 99, 99, 84. Let's go back over here to my wheat field, and I want to make sure that what we have as far as weed is concerned, what's going on there. So let's walk over here real quick. I know I could have drove the truck and why are there stones on this field? Oh, because that's not my field. Oh, there should be stones. Alright, we know about plowing it. Right, and you can see the weed. It says hoe. But we know with precision farming, it's best to go ahead and just do chemical weeding. And if you use the precision farming herbicide sprayers, you also get bonuses, and you also don't use a ton of your product. So it's a win-win. So we want to go and take care of that real quick. So let's go Lisa Weeder. And in fact, we can probably just, while we're at it, hit all the fields that are showing weeds. So we want to go to sprayers and just deal with that all at one time. And I have a couple of different items I could use. The R732i power spray, that's the sprayer that came as part of the precision farming DLC, and it has the little spot spraying functionality. And basically, in real life, this particular weeder or sprayer, herbicide sprayer, has the ability to sense weeds and only spray in spots where it can visually sense or see weeds, and that way you save on product and your impact on the environment, so on and so forth. Most of the modders have not added this function to their weeders and sprayers. So at present, as of today's date, and we're here in June 8th, there's only this sprayer is the only one that has the spot spraying ability, and Giants updated the these Caverlin sprayers that are available on the in-game mod hub, the Giants mod hub. These Caverlin sprayers also have the spot spray ability, and as of today's date, these are the only three sprayers that have that spot spraying ability. And I'm going to use the little, as a power spray is 52500. I'm going to use a little cheaper model because I'm not spraying any larger fields right now. So we're just going to go ahead and lease this little smaller one here, making sure that we get the widest spread version of it, so we don't have to make that many trips over the field. Make sure we have the weed spot spraying turned on, and go ahead and lease that. And then go ahead and this is the tractor that I like to use for most of my fertilizing, weed, and all of that kind of farm work. Okay, why are we not seeing the trigger for the door? Open gate. And that's my McCormick X7 624 VT variable transmission drive. And so we're going to take this to the shop. I think I got some pallets of herbicide already here, so I don't need to buy any more herbicide right at the moment. So we just need to go pick up that sprayer from the shop, because I think the canola field has already been sprayed here on the main farm. And so why you see the little brown spots where all the dead weed is at. So I already did that one, so I won't need to spray that field again until after we harvest and plant in the next crop rotation cycle. Oh yeah, let's turn the flasher lights on here, because we're We're on the road, so we need to let folks know. Farmer coming through. Not a lot of traffic this afternoon. But I mean, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's still pretty early. Going on almost 10 o'clock in game time. All right, so we got so we got the sprayer, and we need to take that back to the farm. Okay, that's new. Become more efficient with precision farming, analyze and adapt. So that's a dynamic billboard there, and then if you notice, the advertising on that board has changed from what it was just a few days ago when we were on here. That one's still the same. This is what drives you crazy. Okay. Support your local farmers. That board is still not updating with anything different. Okay. Alright, we're back at the main farm. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and we're going to drive over here to our herbicide pallets and load this sprayer up with some herbicide. Refill sprayer. And that's hello again. I'm back. Still having issues with Twitch dropping my dropping my live streams. I don't know at what point we dropped, so I'm not exactly sure what I was doing at the point that we dropped. So just kind of picking up where we're at now. Is I'm doing grass work on fields. All right, and this is just killing me right now. Field 47 and 48. Now the worker, I've leased a mower, and I have a worker mowing that field right now. And I just leased a tedder. I just gotta come up with a better process, because it seems like this is going to be the norm with Twitch right now, where it just randomly drops connection while I'm doing live streams. I don't know what the problem is, what's going on. It's very frustrating. It's extremely frustrating, to say the least. But when I'm doing stuff, I just need to make sure that little record and camera and mic buttons is appearing on screen while I'm live streaming. If that ever disappears, that's my only indicator I got that the stream has dropped. So I just have to make sure whatever I'm doing, I'm paying particular attention to that. It's just hard to do sometimes because you're actually focused on what you're doing in the game versus looking for that for that little indicator that's over in the corner of the stream to disappear. So probably just have to see if I can splice the video together and salvage what I do have. At this point I have no idea, and my apologies, just don't know what else to say at the moment. Alright, turn on tether. Really starting to aggravate me though, because that's something that's not entirely in my control. But what I'm doing here is we're going to go ahead, and since we already have a lot of silage already in storage, this time I'm going to focus on making hay instead of silage. So we're going to just go ahead and we have the worker set to mow the grass, and he's mowing the grass, and we're coming back through with a tedder so that we can turn this grass into hay. And then after we've done all this, we'll come back with my Vicon fast bale and just turn all of this hay into hay bales, and then we'll grab a auto load trailer and store this in our in our little shed where we have for all of our bales. And I'm sorry, my brain is still just kind of thrown off right now because of what happened with my stream dropping again. It just kind of threw my whole routine and process I had going tonight off. Alright, I'm just looking at my video here online. It looks like I dropped the stream right in the tail end of my first hour. So I just, between what I have that I'm doing now and what I previously have, I try to see if I can splice these two videos together into one complete video. Definitely have to do that before I upload it to YouTube, but this is just a little crazy, a little annoying, a little frustrating, all at the same time. All those wonderful things rolled up into one. I want to try to, deliver, the best content that I can for you guys, but just one of the many obstacles that we're facing here as I try to do that. And Twitch is letting me down here. I don't think that's on my side because I don't, I have a very high-speed internet connection. I don't have any issues with my internet connection at all. So this has to be something that's going on from the Twitch side, I believe. And it just seems to be very much random as heck. So I'm not quite sure what to do about it at this point in time. But I'm just going to try my best to go ahead and finish tonight's show. And kind of take it from there. And maybe we'll have better luck on Saturday. But definitely not having the best night tonight live streaming, or at least having a consistent live stream without the connection dropping. And again, I'm not understanding why this is happening in the first place. Definitely no issues with my internet connection. That's for sure. Because I have other online games that I play. I have other, I watch videos and things on Netflix and other streaming platforms all the time with no issues. Stream HD content. My connection speed is great. It's super high speed, so I don't know what the issue is with Twitch. Certainly wish I know Mixer died a horrible death, but I wish for us Xbox guys that Microsoft provides us with some different streaming options. Where I hate to speak of what they're doing over on the PlayStation side of things, but PlayStation handles the tools and everything that they provide to their gamers with better support for all of the different options as far as them being able to live stream and edit their videos and provide content. Microsoft sends us to third parties while Sony provides their own products for their players to do that easily from their platforms. And that's one point where definitely Microsoft is weak at. It's great that they're promoting Game Pass and all of that good stuff, but there's definitely some other areas that they're weak in that they do need to focus on. Man, all I can say tonight is who knew the show was going to be split into two separate 1-hour segments. Alright, we're finished with the mower. I don't think we're going to need it anywhere else at the moment. So we'll just get him out the way. So I can go ahead and turn this in. Oops. And go pick up my weight from the shop. And do we own a bale trailer? I don't remember if I turned that one back in or I kept it. Alright, trailers. Yeah, and I did get rid of that bale trailer, I believe. So now might be a good time to go ahead and buy or invest in a bale trailer. Leased items. I think I gotta make sure and double check. Yeah, I dumped it. I don't think we need the sprayer anytime soon. Today, at least. Turn that one back in. Keep that out for the moment because I don't know if I'm done with it yet. And we want to go to trailers and we want to take a look at bale loaders. And the PGRAT85 would be great for what we're doing now. We're not doing anything too crazy, so the smaller one will be fine. Go ahead and lease that. And we'll take this bale trailer back to the farm. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, we were doing so great earlier, had a nice little flow going and everything, and you know, covering this topic and that topic and just chugging along. And who knew that Twitch was going to let us down tonight? Just not trying to let it completely derail what I'm trying to accomplish today. We will get through it, that's for sure. Alright, so we'll just kind of park this to the side for the moment. And we'll drop the weight right over here. And I just think we'll use the McCormick for... Actually, then if I'm going to use the McCormick, then I really didn't need to drop the weight. Hey, having all kind of senior moments this evening. Alright, so let's try this again. We'll grab the weight. As we're done with the Massey for the moment. Alright, close that lid. Hop back over to my other tractor. Workers should be pretty much done. And make sure he didn't miss any spots or anything like that. And of course he does, they always do. Any grass that's out here that needs to be flipped, we're gonna flip it, because a rake will pick it all up. That's why we got a rake with such a wide coverage area, and this way any loose material that's kind of straggling around there, we can still pick it up. Yeah, because you see he dumped way out here in the road. Yeah, get all that loose material. And that brings to mind just one of the things that's different from FS19 and between FS19 and FS22, at least as far as your seasons content is concerned. And we'll just drop the weight. Why am I struggling with my words at different points in time tonight? Alright. Well, one of the things that is different between seasons between FS19 and FS22 is your hay and straw and grass material that you left out in the field. And seasons in FS19, that material would decay and disappear over time. For whatever reasons, Giants did not choose to incorporate that season's functionality into FS22 with their versions of seasons that they built into the game. It's a curious design choice. I don't know why, because it's really not that complicated, but if I had to hazard a guess, I think I would say it's because they went the safer route with the version of the game that would be dumbed down and simplistic for your more casual players, and I guess appealing more to a wider mass audience, maybe. Just kind of speculating, but if I had to hazard a guess, that's what I would think it was. Wind rotor. We're gonna lower the rate now and turn it on, and then we're gonna turn on our Vicon, unfold our fast bill, Vicon fast bill. We'll pick up, turn it on, and now we're doing a little hay baling. And since they kick material way out here in the road, we want to make sure we pick up all of that. And like I said, this time we're just focusing on doing hay instead of silage. And we'll just have these on hand, and we'll use them in our TMR mix for the cows. And all we're doing here is just kind of mixing up the bales that we produce. Because we at this time have a surplus of silage bales, so we don't need them. We're running low in our hay bales, and that's why this time I chose to focus on producing hay bales with our grass harvest at this time. Later on in the year, when we get to a point where we're doing another grass harvest, I may switch back to producing silage, but we'll just have to play it by ear based on how quickly I go through the product I already have in storage and what our cows are consuming at the moment. Still don't have enough room down here to easily turn around, so we need to clear another row. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. And again, all we're doing here is just producing hay bales. And this is in support of TMR for the cows. We have plenty of surplus on straw bales, plenty of surplus on silage bales, so we just need to also get a surplus of hay bales in place. And you're watching me now as I'm basically doing a hay harvest instead of a grass harvest, or a grass and wrap harvest in the silage creation process, or at least one way that you can create silage. There are of course other ways. You could harvest all your grass, throw it in a wagon, and then haul that off to a bunker, or if you have one on your farm, just dump that grass into a bunker, pull a tarp or a cover over the bumper, which you can simulate in the game if you have a bunker silo. And it's the same deal, just like with the silage bales. You just wait for it to ferment after you've had it covered in the bunker. Oh, missed a spot there. Alright, get it turned around, come back through again. All right. Sorry, apologize for my voice going out on me here as we approach the end of tonight's stream, or at least the official end of tonight's stream, because we had a unofficial end due to Twitch issues earlier tonight. Certainly didn't see that one coming. Hey, you know, you live and you learn. It is what it is. All right, still missing major spots here. Come on, let's get lined up, guys. And we just want to make sure we don't leave any spots of material around, because if we can have enough together to produce one final bale and then unload that, that'll be great. If we don't, we don't. We'll see how it behaves once we get to that point. Alright. Alright, this is the last row, so this will be the last pass that we make on this field. And it's kind of symbolic because this is also probably where we're likely gonna end up on tonight's stream, and where we're gonna finally wrap things up. See if we can pick up enough material here and there to kind of create another bell. Doesn't look like it, not a chance, but still want to go ahead and pick up as much loose material that we see out here as we can. And I think that's pretty much it. Yep, looks like we did a great job. We could turn the baler off. We're done with that. We're done with the rake. So we're gonna go ahead and drop off the rake. Oops. The rake. Just leave that right there. And we need to go do maintenance on our equipment real quick. Alright, we want to repair the Vicon fast bell and go ahead and repair my McCormick tractor as well. And that's all good. And we're done with the Vicon fast bell, so we can go ahead and put it back in our garage. Go ahead and fold it up. And drop that off. And he just needs to go back over here and pick up his weight. Pick up the weight. Okay. We'll come around to the other side and pick up the weight. And then we want to grab that auto load bale trailer that we picked up earlier. And from here, we're just going to go through the field, pick up our bales, and then drop them off to the sheds you see over there in my horizon to my left. So turn it to operating position. And we just run through the field and real quickly and grab all the hay bales that we see. And when we fill up, we'll go ahead and drop them off and then come back and pick up all the rest of them. Alright guys. wheels are kind of being all wonky about the way they're sitting on the trailer. But alright guys, that's gonna officially conclude the stream for tonight. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching, and I hope you've had a great time, or at least a better time than I did tonight. Once I found out that my stream had disconnected, everything was going great up until then, but we still were able to realize what was happening. Maybe not as quickly as I would have liked, but we were able to recognize the problem, get the live back reinitiated, and kind of go from there. And when I edit my videos in the future, I just need to make sure I kind of splice it together real clean, where it doesn't look too crazy, and we don't do some crazy little time warp or time jump or whatever the case may be. But as I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? But thanks for watching, whether you're on Twitch or you're catching me later when I upload the full videos to YouTube. As always, if you appreciate my content, please like and subscribe. You can always add comments, criticisms, suggestions. Always welcome, always open. Would appreciate your support, however you choose to provide that support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Game on, and I will see you later.